Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the season finale of our Sunday Championship here in Ultimate Racing League. What a season it has been. It's had its ups, it's had its downs, it's had its moments, it's had its drama, several races decided on the line. And here we are in the final race with our regulars from the season. We've got Frowny, we've got Declan, Vodka Rob, Stormfly, Peter, Aussie Rooster. I'm just reading these names off, let's be honest. And not to forget your host, and that's not me, it's Enzo Jack hosting the lobby. I'm hosting this live stream, but Enzo Jack is hosting the lobby, and he's put a lot of effort in this season to running the league. Running this league. Also, a big thanks out to Alex for running Ultimate Racing League itself, which is no mean feat. And before we get going tonight, the important thing to know is who is in what position in the championship, who is looking good and who needs to do some work tonight. Right, well, we enter me and Frowny tied on points, but Frowny has to drop his worst scoring round of the season. And currently, I believe his worst scoring round of the season was 21 points, meaning that I have a 21-point lead over Frowny in first place in the championship, although I may be wrong on those numbers. It is something around that, that's what I know. As well as that, we've got Enzo and Stormfly, who are both fighting for the last position in the promotion spots. The top three will go up into League One. The remainders will be forgotten and never seen again. No, they won't. They'll get to try again next season. So there is a bit of a tight fight between Stormfly, who missed 3 races this season, and Enzo, who missed no races this season. I will quickly have a look to see if I can find the standings. Let's have a look at if I can do the mental maths quickly enough. So, 264 points for Enzo. However, he needs to drop 21 points. I think I might have got the two guys mixed up. But, okay. Actually, how much? Right, so 26 points is what Frowny needs to drop. So I've got a 26-point lead over Frowny, and over Enzo, my lead is, take away 21 of 264, that is 243. So I've got a 33-point lead, I believe. There are 41 points on offer for a win fastest lap, and I think a second at 42 points if you get pole and fastest lap as well. So just to give you an idea, that from my side, I basically just need to finish the race tonight and not do anything too stupid, not get myself disqualified. So that's my goal, is basically just to bring home enough points to hold on to that lead and at least to not get demoted. Oh, I forgot to mention the gap with Stormfly. So Stormfly, therefore, would be on, he's on 236 points, so he's about five or so points behind Enzo. So Enzo's going to be feeling the pressure tonight. He needs a good result. Sorry, I've just been reconnecting my steering wheel because we've seen in the Super Formula races I've had problems with the wheel. Just taking a drink of tonight's drink of choice, which is Capri Sun, but it's an American Capri Sun. It's not a European one. It came from an American candy store, so God knows how much sugar's in that. It's probably all sugar. I'm just going to pop my glasses on. I've started racing with my glasses on because I've found it so hard to focus on brake marker boards without them. That was the problem, I think, at Monza. And also, apologies for the sweary stream in Monza. And all is forgiven with the Saint, who was the cause of the sweariness. He's new to the league, and I didn't know that last week. I didn't know that the Saint it was actually in his first race, and Could he have handled the blue flags better? Yes. But is it fair to expect that from someone in the first race who's just trying to drive around? Yeah, fair enough. Did it cost me a chance at second place in the race? No, not really. I think my own driving was pretty poor. Which brings me back to my glasses. Yes, I think my glasses were probably the problem. We are going into qualifying, I think, in just 3 minutes' time. So I'm going to do something weird and put medium tyres on. Oh, I still have the fastest lap. That's good. I can go faster than a 2:19.4. I will be actually quite upset if I do a 2:19.4 in qualifying, because I think my pace ought to be a 2:18.0, so 1.4 seconds off what I think this car's capable of in qualifying trim. However, I'm going to blame something on the wind, as always. I did all of my practice with a crosswind. We've got a headwind all the way down the back straight. I think that's messing a little bit with the handling of the car through some of the corners, but not massively. I can drive around it, and it's the same for everyone, but I think it's actually just slowing the car down that much down the straights that maybe the lap times that I was getting in practice are just actually not possible from just a physics point of view. Before I go on the stream, I am going to do a round of social media introductions to all of our less regular viewers. I haven't actually seen anyone tune in yet, which is a bit of a shame because this is the season finale. But anyone is welcome to come watch, come cheer me on, come laugh at me when I fail. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to send it to more people than I usually send it to. Another thing that can throw a spanner in the works tonight is the weather. So Spa-Francorchamps is famous for unpredictable weather, and we have set the weather to random here. We don't know if it's going to stay sunny or not. I mean, it's not really sunny right now. But anyway, I'm going to put my phone on mute because, believe it or not, people do message me. And, let's put the right tyres on the car. I don't want heavy wets. That's another thing, by the way, is I do actually have a bit of a problem with my steering wheel. Other than it disconnecting, some of the buttons have started getting a bit sticky, but if that happens in the race, the plan, I've got my PlayStation controller right next to me. If I can't press the buttons, ow. I really need to practice that pit lane exit. It's quite a tricky pit lane exit, this, because of how narrow it is. And you're not allowed to touch the lines. That's why I'm not just running my tyre up to the white line. If you touch that white line, you're going to get yourself a penalty of 3 seconds, which is really harsh. We did actually all of our practice in... I did all of my practice on the Formula 1 layout of this track. How it's different from this layout of the track is the pit lane exit. So when you watch Formula 1 here at Spa, you'll see that they exit at the exit of turn 1, which is La Sauce, the hairpin. It's quite a short pit lane. We've gone from having the shortest pit lane on the calendar to the longest pit lane on the calendar. This pit lane is monstrously long. And I mustn't forget on my lap to set my brake bias as well. Yeah, you know what I've realised here is that I'm probably going to need to talk less on this lap, because I can drive a bloody good lap round here, but I can't talk whilst I'm doing it, and especially I'm feeling very, very tired tonight. And it's not sort of yawny tired, it's the worst kind of tired, it's my head spinning tired. I have this quite often with these races, unfortunately. I'm just not sleeping well. So it makes it just that bit harder to commentate whilst I'm driving, because the last bit of my focus is taken up by what I'm saying rather than what I'm doing. Anyway, pep talk for the race. Long pit lane. There's only therefore one strategy that's going to work around here, which is to preserve fuel and preserve tyres. Yeah, we need to be able to get 8 laps into the race on the medium and the hard tyres. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to make the 22 laps of the race. We've got to use the hard tyres, the medium tyres and the soft tyres, which is the usual rules that we have in endurance racing here. The car, actually, you know what, the wind has died down and the car's feeling a bit better through there. We're waiting for one person, it says there, Dizzy. I don't think Dizzy's racing tonight, but he's just going to join us. I'm going to get a penalty for that, by the way. I knew that I was going to get a penalty for that, but I just didn't want to bail. In the race, I will bail out of that. Stormfly 0.2 of a second faster than me. That doesn't bother me, because look at that, I'm 0.2 of a second faster than myself through Sector 1. So I've got enough time to find, and I'm not really racing Stormfly here. Stormfly is going after Enzo for 3rd in the championship so that he can promote. There's a little rumour going around that the promotions are a bit meaningless. Oh, the car's handling so much better through there. I want to... Oh, Dizzy's joined. So I think we are going to see the countdown timer before I get to see this sector, which is a shame because I think this sector is a lot faster. This is so much faster than I was driving in warm-up earlier. This is not qualifying, this is just warm-up. Oh, that's a bit less ideal, but... Oh, I've kind of ruined it anyway because I've missed that apex. But actually, that's promising because that was a terrible end to that sector there, and yeah, I only lost a 10th and a half. Obviously, the lap's binned because of the penalty there. So yes, I've got a lap in me here that could get me on pole. Depends what Stormfly can find as well. He could also go faster, and he usually does. But it's a nice feeling to be entering into qualifying thinking, well, if I just drive as well as I know I can, then I should have a chance at a pole. Yeah, I mean, that final sector obviously costing me. 2:19.222 is my optimum time. And 2:19.269 is Stormfly's best. The car kicking there, that's going to be a problem in the race. The back end really does kick you there. There's a car in the middle of a Rouge! Drive through him. Things you can do on a computer game that you can't do in real life. That would have killed us both in real life. How do you manage to crash there? That's a new one on me. This won't be a particularly fast sector. I got the gearing wrong there. Yeah, but I'm just getting that sort of feeling of the car. This is not 3rd gear. No. Okay. So these are references that I need just to build up for qualifying. 2nd gear there. Either that or 3rd gear if I hold it really tight to the inside. I think this one's between 2nd and 1st, really. Like, 1st to get the nose of the car in, but you lose a bit of acceleration doing that, and then this is definitely 2nd, because the car just doesn't want to turn across. As you come down here, I'm braking where that light board is, because the 50 metres is just slightly too early, I think. But then you've got to be patient on the throttle, because you want to be full throttle around the 2nd part of the corner. Here, nice and easy, just brake where the rumble strip starts, and then feed the car in, and get it as close to these bollards as you can, and only accelerate once you're most of the way around it. Again, try and clip the bollards. Made a bit of a meal of it, but a bit better. Let's just see. And at least I'm matching my previous. You know, yeah, I'm getting there. I think I lost the time there at the top of the hill. You don't want to take too much of that curb there because it can unset the car and you'll end up going wide. I had a pretty scruffy exit on my fastest lap here. So you've got to really watch it there because the camber of those corners is pretty insane. But okay, I've almost matched my personal best, so it's looking good. And I'm really soaring at the wheel there. I'm sure you won't have seen that. And we are going to go now. We are go, go, go. Let's try and get out of the pit lane in front of as many cars as we can, but we are starting a bit further down the pit lane. Oh, we have. We've got the jump. I like to be the first car out on track if I can, because it just means that every now and again you might steal an extra lap in practice compared to in qualifying compared to everyone else. It means that you're not having to go through the field and get past slower cars, and it also intimidates people a little bit because you're always the first car to set a lap time. You're setting the standard for everyone else to follow, so it's like laying down the gauntlet. And if you look at the field spread on the map, I've not got the foot camera on today because well, I don't know why. My feet aren't that interesting. Especially around here, because this is a track which doesn't require fancy footwork. But if you see, there's a lot of field spread already, which is another reason I want to get out there early, so I'm not sort of just stuck in the field getting my way through. And I think we've got time for 3 laps. I don't see any signs of rain. The sky is blue. I haven't checked the weather radar. No, the weather radar is clear. We've got clear blue skies. But the race might not end that way. Probably okay for qualifying. And I'm backing right off there. I don't want to get a track limit strike because that'll ruin my first flying lap. So I just backed right out of it there. One thing you can do if you've just slightly ran wide of the track limits is just to back right out of it. And Gran Turismo goes easy on you if you do that. Doesn't always work. I wasn't even sure if that was going to be track limits because I wasn't right over them. Alright, here we go, first qualifying lap. Looking for a light box on the right hand side. I can see it. I've gone deep. I've gone deep. I was looking at the wrong one. And this lap's not going to be the lap, I can already tell. But let's just deliver it. That was a terrible start to the lap. Flat out through Eau Rouge and Raidillon. It's dead easy when you've got such a strong headwind. But yes, first mistake. First corner, first mistake. I was looking at the wrong reference point for the braking. Nice and tidy through there though. So I'm electing for first gear, keep it to the inside. That felt alright. A bit average through there. I kind of couldn't pick up the throttle then. And just taking second gear through there, and actually taking second gear through here as well. It's third gear when I was practicing. But no, the car's feeling alright. I don't think we've got any weird bugs or anything going on. So we just got to finish the lap now. And I was late turning in then. Try and get it nice and tidy. Yeah, not the best lap from me though. And I've got to find half a second. So here we go, attempt 2. The extra speed there that I got as a result of the exit from turn 1 really made the car a handful that time. I don't know whether to shift gear or not because, look, we're barely picking up any speed. And that was less good, but really I was a second up. It's not going to be this lap either then. And Enzo's right on me. That's better though. And this was scruppy through here last time, wasn't it? See, told you it's third gear. Having to get on the brake mid-corner there though. That was tidy. And I'm 4/10 up on my best, which won't put me in front of Stormfly, but it'll put me closer. Oof. That was a worse exit. Yeah, not quite enough. A 10th off though. We've put some daylight between me and some of the others there. Oh, and Enzo just matching me constantly. Oh, and Stormfly's just blown it out of the water. 8/10. I am not going to compete with that. But let's just try and seal second. Damn good lap from Stormfly. I'm really not feeling the front of the car through there. Come on. Well, I'm 6/7 up on my personal best. But I think Stormfly is just too fast. In fact, he's 9/10 up. That was better through there. Bit of wheel spin. Oh, very close to him. And the lap's not going to happen here. I'm going to need something crazy now. That was a really poor exit. I've run him close. Oh, he's actually improved. He's 0.2 faster. There's no stopping him. I've not driven my best here. But let's see if I can make it up. The car's lighter than it was now. And that was better. It wasn't perfect. I'm losing time there for sure. I don't know. Felt like I was faster going in, slower going out there. So, my optimum time down at the bottom, 2:18.728. So even if I'd have hooked up everything, Stormfly would have beaten me, but only just. And it tells me for the race that I potentially do have the pace to at least keep up with him. Let's try. Is it going to be better? No. Am I going to hold on to second? That's the question. Remember, I don't need to win tonight. In fact, I don't need to really do anything other than finish the race. But I want the championship win. I don't just want to promote. So Enzo putting up a very good time. In fact, both Enzo and Frowny could be a challenge for me. I was having to push pretty hard there, and I'm not sure if I can push that hard for the whole race without making mistakes. So I think Enzo could, like, you know, just keep on me all race here. It all comes down to me. It's me that's going to make the difference here. But well done to Stormfly for getting the final pole of the season. And in fact, he improved his time. I've just noticed. I was aiming for a 7.78 and he sneakily improved it at the last minute. So, yeah. I was aiming for a 2:18.5. So, that's what I've been capable of. So, yeah, okay. Very good. He's clearly had his Weetabix, hasn't he? So anyway, right, let's get the car set for the race, and I'm going to revert back to the age-old strategy of being a boring old fart. The boring old fart approach is to put on the medium tyres, because it means that I can react to whoever's on softs and whoever's on the hard tyres in the pit stops. I was going to say I could do with a bathroom break, but there's not going to be time. Maybe if I just put here, toilet. I could just really do with a quick pre-race toilet, because I've got a 50-minute race ahead of me. And that was a very quick one. Yeah, just making sure that I'm not busting for a wee at the end of the 50 minutes. I'll just let him know that I'm back. Ready. I need some better glasses. These glasses are like, you know, like sort of those quite thin ones with thin lenses and frames, and a bit of what I can see in front of me are the frames. It's a bit annoying. I might get myself some like big, wide glasses, but my eyes are not that bad. I think I'm minus 0.5. But it makes a difference because, like, if I look over the top of my glasses, I can see that it says Stormfly and then his lap time, but it's like I'm having to strain. So I'm not. That was the problem last race at Monza, was eye strain. By the end of it, I've just noticed we got Dizzy in the race. He said he was going to spectate. So wishing Dizzy well, and you know, big respect for joining the race, all things considered. Shout out to That's Life if you're watching. I won't take the mickey out of you this time. I am a piss taker, I know. I'll be nice. I wonder, with this layout of track, does this also mean that the start line is Eau Rouge? Because that'll be interesting. Yes. Aha. And I can hear people revving their engines. I wouldn't do that if I was you. I would not be revving the engines. Once again, we don't know what fuel anyone's on. This does mean that we need slightly less fuel for stint 1. And we're racing. And the plan was very much to do this to Stormfly. And I was hindered there, right? If you was wondering what I was doing with the settings, I was trying to get the radar open so that I could see where he was on my inside, and I couldn't. And who knows what tyres everyone's on here. But I'm being pressured already by Enzo. Enzo might have a run on me here. I'm going to position my car to the left. There we go. And yeah, got to watch out for fuel then. We're trying to make it, hang on. Yeah, we're trying to make it into lap 8 with fuel. Stormfly's just buggered off. I'm going to be slow down here. We need that radar on again. And I don't know what tyres Enzo's on. I'm hoping he's on softs. I don't know where anyone else is in the race, but the person I'm racing against is Frowny. Frowny's the one who could diddle me for first in the championship. So he's my focus here. And we'll see what kind of pace we've got as we come round. Enzo a bit wide there in the background. I don't know if that's going to cost him down the straight. I think I'm outside of his slipstream just about. Not quite confident enough to take that flat, but it was close. Gone a bit deep on that second apex. Scruffy exit. So 219.8, 229. I need to be sort of 227. That's where I'm struggling though, and Enzo's got another run on me here. I might not be able to fight this one this time. I think he's going to be up and past me here. Yep, I tried. I'm just going to assume he's on soft tyres. If he's on mediums, he's done really, really well. And I'm just going to keep putting pressure on him. He missed that apex there. Oh, and I missed one. Mind you, I saw him about to do that. He's got away with that. He was very leery through there. Yeah, let's just try and use this slipstream. Let's repay him a favour for Monza, where he basically rode my slipstream for the whole race. Well, it'll be very unfair if one of us gets track limits and the other one doesn't. We're almost running into him. And he's had a much better exit. Yeah, nothing I can do here. I'm not in his slipstream. But I am now. I'm way too far back to do anything, but I am getting towed along here. And you can see the impact of it, because that was a purple first sector, fastest first sector of anyone. And it's just because I'm getting a massive boost behind Enzo. And he didn't make a mistake that time. He must be on the media. He must be on the softs. Either that, or he's driving his heart out here. It won't be enough for him with Stormfly winning though. And I've got to bear in mind, he's prepared to fight tooth and nail for every position here. whereas I'm not. Oh, he's made a mistake. I just want to keep him under pressure. I'm backing off slightly through there. I don't think he is. I'm a lot better on the brakes than him. This is a chance. I'm short shifting quite a lot here. And he's all over the place there. Downshift. Should be mine. I've gone quiet, haven't I? But I got those corners perfectly, that's why. I think his tyres have gone. I think he was on the softs. Because he's not keeping up with me through the twists. And I'm doing a lot of fuel saving here, a lot more than I normally would, because that fuel number needs to say 3 when I'm at the finish line. So I don't know how I've used so much fuel. I think it's the wind. Maybe we're using a lot more fuel because of the wind. Five 5.4 to Stormfly. I'm going to watch that as well in case that comes down. My turn for a bad exit. Yeah, we're going to have to do something about fuel. I'm going to put it in map 2. Yeah, it's pretty critical that I managed to get 8 laps out of these medium tyres. And what's interesting is that these guys will not be getting 8 laps out of the softs. They can't do 8. Besides, why would you? Because 22 divided by 3 is 7, 7 and an 8. Why would you do that? In fact, my strategy, by the way, is to do 6. 6 on the softs. That's easy flat there. Right, we've saved quite a bit of fuel here, though. Yep, he was on the soft tyres. And he's done 6 laps on them, which I thought he would. So we inherit the lead of the race. Not the best exit there. This is going to give Enzo a bit of a chance. Easy flat when you're saving fuel. But yeah, we absolutely need to break the toe, and actually he's not going to catch me enough. I think he's fuel saving as well. In fact, now that Stormfly's got the soft tyres out of the way, I can also have a go at fastest lap once I put the softs on, because I know what I'm aiming for. And I know that in practice, I was 8/10ths faster than that. I was doing 2:19 zeros on the softs. But I'm having to nurse this car here. Because we need to go one more lap. So let's just keep an eye on that fuel number. And I messed up my corner entry there a little bit. There's a potential here that Enzo could undercut me in the pits. He's pitted, I'm sure. Yep. And his heart will be breaking right now to see the tyres that I'm on, but yes, he's probably going to actually undercut me in the pits. So I'm going to take the hard tyres to just mitigate that. If I come out behind him, I don't want him to be in a position where he can sort of wreck my race, like he did in Monza. What tyres is he putting on as well? Let's try and keep an eye on that. I didn't see what tyres Stormfly was on. I wasn't actually looking. It's hard to look because you blink and you miss it. It'll flash up as he reaches full fuel. He's put hards, okay. And I probably lost a whole bunch of lap time there just watching the bloody timing screen instead of racing. My eyes were right on the timing screen and I was just doing the rest by feel. The wind's intensified. So I'm going to have a longer pit stop than Enzo now. That's the main problem, is that I'm going to have to put in more fuel than he is. just by virtue of the fact that, I mean, it will work itself out at the end of the race. I can't explain that thought right now. I need to practice. I need to concentrate on what I'm about to do, because that's a nasty pit entrance as well. And I actually saved too much fuel there. So we're going to go onto the hard tyres. We're going to take a drink. This is a very long pit stop here. We've got a 17-second gap to Frowny. No sign of rain in the immediate vicinity. It actually says lap 9 there, but that's because this is a weird pit lane. The pit booth here is actually, you know, a whole corner later than the start-finish line. So full tank of fuel, and away we go on the hard tyres. And I need to be super careful coming out of the pits here. You see what I mean? Pit lane time, 1 minute. Such a long pit lane here, and Enzo's gone past. And I've got the penalty. Crap. You see how easy it is to get that bloody penalty. Right, I need to try and build more than a 3-second gap now to Enzo, otherwise that's going to cost me. The gaps, he's actually reduced the gap. He won't know that I've got this penalty either. He's within 3 seconds of me and I've got a bloody 3-second penalty. It doesn't bode well. Oh, I was so close to not getting that as well. That's really unlucky. This is going to slam the brakes on. And he's coming, and he's passed. Nothing I could do. Just got to try and hunt him down now. He's having good exits here. I'm revving the engine out just a little bit. Be interesting to see what I can do through Eau Rouge. Oh, it's easy flat. It's so easy flat. And I'm just using the fuel there that I've got in excess. I've got a bit of spare fuel from that previous lap. But I'm not going to let him go. I will have a quicker pit stop than him next time. This one can just be solved with Good old-fashioned drive well. Don't make mistakes. Gained on him a little. Oh. Well, I gained on him and then I threw it away. Oh, and he span. And I nearly followed him. Can I do anything about Stormfly now? 8.9. 8.9 the gap, okay. No rain on the radar, just checking that. I nearly followed him into that spin. He'll be kicking himself. What information do I want on screen? Probably the fuel. I'd be quite close here to Stormfly if it wasn't for that very silly pit lane penalty. I wonder if he's realised that's what's happened. Oh, my turn to make a mistake, man. And Enzo's catching me here. No more of those. And I had a massive moment there as well. Well, I'm not happy with myself for that. Because I was racing Stormfly and I didn't need to. Great exit. And bang on the fuel money. Okay, exit. In fact, pulled a gap here. Wasn't quite flat through there. I don't want to give him a tow. He knows. He knows he's in the slipstream, but he's far back. That was nice. Started to build a gap on him. Starting to pull away. Decent through there that time. and let's just see if I can continue to pull outside of that slipstream. Yeah, using a bit of fuel there just to pull outside of it. And hello viewer, we've had very few viewers watch tonight, which is a surprise for the season finale. Decent exit again for me. And I've taken a second out of Stormfly as well. Let's see if we can keep that up. Flat that time. Yeah, the car certainly being my friend. And look at the gap between me and Enzo. Basically, it was staying the same. I think he's getting a very distant tow off me, or either that or he's using more fuel. That felt nice. Taking another second out of Stormfly. But Stormfly is so good through this sector. Yeah, gaining a 10th through there. He's just so good at that corner, and this one. And the front tyres there were scrubbing so bad. My steering wheel was jolting. The sky's going dark. I was off the racing line there. That wasn't great. The reason I say that wasn't great, being off the racing line, I had no grip. Mind you, that was good. That was better. And I've taken a couple more tenths out of Stormfly here. It's gone dark, but there's no sign of rain. And that could not have gone much better. I'm taking my glasses off. They're getting in the way of my eyesight too much, in the way of my view. See, I'm able to hit that apex without my glasses. 8.7 to Stormfly, we are catching him. And we've got the soft tyres for the final stint as well. I'm going to pretend I didn't lift there because you didn't see a lift on the screen, but I actually did take up the last bit of travel on my pedal, and we've pulled away from Enzo now. Enzo, I think, is beat, unless I do something silly again. Car's starting to feel alive now that it's low on fuel as well. I've no idea how Stormfly's so fast through that sector. And the car just feels so crap through that one. I felt like that's where I was taking it a lot faster in practice when I was just on my own. That corner seemed a lot easier than it has been doing. Let's just make sure I'm still on my fuel money. I think I am. A little wide of the apex there. But nice and tidy. And the gap coming down even more to Stormfly. I don't think I can win this race, but I can at least represent myself. And I was later on the brakes than I have been so far through there. I was really taking the risk. Oh, and he's going... Oh, yeah, 8 laps. Yeah. I'm not sure I understand his strategy, actually. He's got 8 laps on the mediums, though. But judging by the fuel he had left, he's been saving a lot more than me. A lot more. Probably explains why the gap was coming down. Hello to our second viewer. A record low number of viewers tonight, I must say. It's a shame, because good things are happening. So, Stormfly is the net leader of the race. I'm a net second. Well, I'm not a net, I'm Chris. Annette's the lady from HR. We call her Annette because she smells of fish. See, gotta have some jokes in there, haven't you? Gotta watch what I say, actually, because if it turns out there is someone in HR called Annette, I'm in big trouble now. I don't think there is. I don't think there is. I'm certainly not thinking of someone called Annette. So we're in next lap. And I was just watching my fuel, just because we are literally right on 1 lap remaining with 1 lap left. So everyone's on different tyre strategies. I've got the best tyres to take to the end. So I have done, as far as I'm aware, 8 laps on this stint. An 8 and an 8, and that means a 6 is what's left. Yeah, 6 laps remaining once I've pitted. There's 7 laps remaining now. I have to do the maths because 22 minus 16 is 6. But what you've got to remember is you've got to count the lap you're currently on, because you haven't finished that lap yet. So there's actually 7 laps remaining right now, but I'll be pitting at the end of number 7. Taking 3rd gear there. Maybe I should have been doing that all race. But we'll go for the fastest lap once we put these softs on, because they've only got to do 6 laps. Accidentally hit the traction control button there. I'll address that when I get a bit of a straight. Yeah, my delta time's looking alright. That's what I was trying to check. And I was trying to check the weather radar. By the way, it could still rain. We could have a wet end to this race, at which point I have sort of like the Lewis Hamilton Abu Dhabi syndrome, for those who watch Formula 1. You know, if you're in the lead... Oh, nearly messed it up. I went deep into the apex before. Right, put those soft tyres on. I'm going to take a lap extra of fuel here because I'm not going to fuel save here. I'm going to go flat out. By the way, if you notice, the car looks a bit different. That is because the orange wheels are gone. I've also got rid of the orange rear wing. Why did I do this? I think just, well, as a mark of respect, because both inside and outside the league, we've lost some people close to us. And also because it looks cooler than orange. It's faster than orange. I've also got my car number on there for the first time, number 60. So 6 laps, 7 laps of fuel, because I want to be able to push. Stormfly's going to go through and take the lead, see what we can do about him. Please don't, please. Oh, Stormfly gone? Let me just concentrate. You arse! I didn't even cross the line! I didn't even touch the line! Oh, come on! That is broken. I didn't even touch the damn line. Well, it's... Now again, I've got to really do this. I've got to really push now, because it's going to be the same thing as what happened last time. So 3.1 seconds. And I've made a mistake as well. If it can be like 4 seconds, then I might just about hold on to it. But this is also basically guaranteed that I can't catch Stormfly now. I think that was super, super, super ridiculous. So we got a bit of a bigger gap this time. But this is just ridiculous. He's going to be coming any second in my rearview mirror. He can't believe it. You lucky git. Nearly ran into him. Right. Let's try and get a run on him. Oh my god! If I get a penalty for that, that is unacceptable. That is absolutely unacceptable. Well, I've got to try now and just pull a big enough gap, but that is ridiculous. There was a car going basically at 10 miles an hour on a blind crest. I cannot believe it. Right, we've cleared the penalty. And Frowny's actually interfered with Enzo behind as well. But that, I am fed up of lapped traffic, but there was nothing he could... I don't even know what was going on, whether he was trying to stay out of the way, I don't know. I'm going to give benefit of the doubt though and say that maybe he was disconnected or something's gone on. Oh my god. Right, I'm going for fastest lap. I've really been unlucky this race. That's for sure. Right. Well, we're pulling a gap on Frowny, which we need to because these tyres won't last. This is the corner that eats the tyres the most. Still not sure whether I should be taking that in second. Well, half a second up on the fastest lap. Let's hope that I can just not beans it up at the end of the lap. Really on the marks with the brakes there. Hey, I didn't swear as much today, did I? I was realising that. In fact, well, I didn't swear at all, did I? There we go. That'll do. I don't care whether it's by much or not. It's the fastest lap, that's what matters. And what else matters is that I have got plenty of fuel. Is there going to be a random parked car? Nope. Still don't believe that happened. Already parked car. Oh, Dizzy's disconnected. And the tyres will be off the boil this lap. There'll be no way that I can match that previous lap. I don't know what tyres Frowny's on. He might be on the softs. It's going dark. Rain? Rain! We have got rain! It's the most pathetic attempt at rain that I've ever seen. You know, if I hadn't have had those 6 seconds of pit lane penalties, I'd actually be pretty damn close to Stormfly right now. Because it costs you more than 6 seconds, because 3 seconds each. The rain's gone past, it was nothing. Yeah, because you've got to obviously speed back up again afterwards. So it actually impacts you quite a lot. So yeah, we're a second a lap off the pace now. Two to go. This is just about management now. I'll be happy with second place. It's a shame that I had that. There was some ridiculous luck with touching the white lines in the pit lane exit. I mean, I thought that you would get a penalty for crossing the line, but I didn't cross the line. In fact, I think I just touched a tiny bit of the paint. But I've had some pretty disastrous luck this season, I must say. There's been a few. I've run out of fuel at the start line once before, which cost me a race win. I've had a few, haven't I? I can't remember them all, but yes, I've had some very, very close encounters of the turd kind. I think when I get in the chat afterwards, I'm just going to say to the guys, hey guys, you know this race, I did everything in my power to not win tonight, and by win I mean come second. I basically just threw everything away as much as I could. I mean, I still came second, so that with the lapped car, I think is going to make the highlights reel. I might upload a short after to sort of just show what happened, because I still don't know what happened. Yeah, I'm definitely not pointing the finger at the car itself, whoever he was. All I saw was hazard lights were on. So yeah, we've not had any meaningful rain. I saw his hazard lights were on, and I just thought, just taking it easy this time round Eau Rouge, trying to avoid a penalty for going over the curbs there. I'm glad it only gave me a half a second penalty, because it was a massive off-track excursion. It was like, I didn't just leave the track, I left the planet. Still, good reactions from me. I don't even know if the car was solid or not, because being Gran Turismo, the cars can be turned, you know, ghost mode, so you can just drive through them, especially if they're driving slowly. But it didn't look like it was ghost moded to me, and I didn't want to do like a Kimi Räikkönen. I don't know if you Formula 1 fans remember, but Kimi Räikkönen famously went through Eau Rouge through a cloud of smoke without lifting. He was just like, you know, could be a car in the middle of the track, who cares, probably isn't. And yeah, I didn't fancy doing that, just going straight through him, just because it would have been the most catastrophic crash ever. It would have most certainly broke my engine, which is something very hard to do in Gran Turismo, but you can break the engine. I think with all the bad luck aside, I've actually really stuck it to Stormfly here. The gap has always been going down, except for the calamities and shenanigans that I've had. But he's over the line, and I'm going to cross the line to finish this season of Ultimate Racing League as your champion. I didn't think I'd be saying that. That is enough. by some distance. I am the champion of League 2. Only because Stormfly didn't attend half of the races, let's be honest. That's the main reason. If he'd have attended at least one more race, I don't think I would have won. And if you're tuning in now, I just see someone tuning in now, you've missed the race. You've missed it. You're seeing the results. Yep, and they've tuned out. It says 2 people watching. Bad timing. You got to be faster than that. 9 seconds to Stormfly in the end. And 6 of those were penalties. Where did everyone else come? So, in the end, Enzo lost out, but only just look at the wow, look at the gap across the line. Enzo and Frowny were nose to tail, and I think that is because Frowny got what would have been a half a second penalty, but the game adds an extra half a second if you carry the penalty to the finish line, because for some reason the game rounds up your penalty to the nearest whole second. So Aussie also getting a penalty on the last lap as well. But I just want to say thank you to everyone who's watched, thank you to everyone who's supported me. I don't feel like I'm worthy of being the champion this season. I think really Stormfly is the faster driver, but now I've got the joy of dueling him again for another season next season, along with Frowny. And you never know, we might see Enzo Jack as well. I don't know. Shout out to That's Life as well, great teammate. Been racing side by side for 3 seasons now. And he's elected to just take it easy a bit and enjoy his racing a bit more. You know, we are all taking it quite seriously at this stage, and I appreciate not everyone wants to have the burden of all of the effort that has to go in, because it is, you know, it's like hours and hours and hours of practice just for a game. So I totally get it. I hope he has a much better season next season where he doesn't have to take us monsters on. But thanks again for watching. I am going to end the stream shortly. This will be a bit of a hiatus now because we've got a gap in the season where we all go and have holidays and chill out and do stuff. So we'll probably be back in a month. We've still got Wednesday racing in Super Formula, and I will be picking up some occasional fun races, and I might even do them in virtual reality. So thanks again one last time. Panic at the Tesco saying goodbye. We did it, and I didn't deserve it, but I'm happy, and I'll see you very soon. Make sure you like and subscribe. Catch you later.